everyone. Hello. I hope you are okay. So my name is Mrs. Beverly Suarez. You can call me Ma'am Bev. And ang video lessons na ito ay mapapanood nyo sa aking channel sa YouTube kung saan magkakaroon tayo ng different video lessons na ilalagay ko sa isang playlist para madali nyo pong mapanood. Ang nilalaman ng mga videos na to ay ang lesson natin sa bawat araw. Okay? So, let's start learning. Hello, good afternoon, and good evening. So, right now, pag-uusapan natin or i-discuss ko sa inyo yung about sa Module 3, Lesson number 1, Setting up Computers Servers. Okay? So, the WHLP is here for November 29 up to December 3. So, ayan, meron kayong 1, 2, 3, 4 activities to do para sa module number 3, lesson 1. Okay, tandaan, lesson 1 pa lang tayo ng module 3. Okay, so what I know, what I can do, what I have learned at assessment. Okay, ang attendance form ay mag-enable on the day of your schedule. So, the soft copy of the module is here. You can view it. And right after that, saka ko na lang i-add yung video lesson na ito. So, what I know ay sa e-learning nyo sasagutan under ng assessment tab. So, let's go to the e-learning and go to the assessment tab. Of course, you will need to log in your e-learning account, no? Tapos, select the computer system servicing din sa gilid. And then click sa assessment and then select second quarter kasi obviously we are now in the second quarter. So ito yung what I know, module 3 lesson 1. Multiple choice naman yan. So sasagutan nyo lang siya. 10 items yan. So ayan. Okay, up next, what I have learned. Ang what I have learned ay sasagutan dito sa Google Classroom gamit ang Google Docs. So, i-click nyo si Google Docs and then follow the instructions. Ano ba instructions dito? What is the use of Internet Protocol? Answeran nyo siya in English dito sa box na ito. So, alam nyo naman, pag nagpapa-answer ako niya, naka-rubric yan. Siyempre, the quality of statements ay dapat may kinalaman sa use ng Internet Protocol. Okay? In English dapat siya. Okay? Gamit ng Grammarly para ma-polish yung work. Okay? So, dyan na kayo magsagot kasi you have your own copy naman yan. Okay? Next, what I can do. Sa Google Docs pa rin siya. Okay, dito sa Google Classroom. Open it to view and then follow the instructions. Write 5 IP addresses with their appropriate subnet mask and their class. Okay, an example has been provided for you. So, ito yung sample. Dito yung mga IP addresses, dapat 5 yan. 5 rin yung appropriate subnet mask nila at ng kanilang appropriate class. Okay, rubrics is found here also. Valid IP addresses dapat. 5 dapat siya. Subnet mask, kompletong 5. At dapat correct. IP addresses, correct din dapat. No? At kompleto. Okay, itatype nyo lang yan dyan. Type lang kayo dyan. Okay? So, ayan. And assessment ay nasa e-learning. So, assessment under second quarter ulit. Ito, assessment, module 3, lesson 1, 10 items, multiple choice. Okay, so ayun, mga protocols yan. Okay, now let's pag-usapan. Let's discuss about the module number 3, which is about setting up computer servers. So, ayan. Let me just scroll down. So, we have 2 lessons for this module. Lesson 1 is about internet protocols and lesson 2 is about the concept of computer networks. And for our objectives, ito po yan. For the lesson 1, dyan napapasok yung explain the use of internet protocol, identify the parts of IP address, ayun, differentiate static to dynamic IP address, at list all IP address classes. So, yan yung 4 na objectives para sa lesson 1. Para naman sa lesson number 2, yan na yung last 2 objectives. Yung understand concept of computer network, compare peer-to-peer from client-server network. Okay? So, syempre, magsa-start tayo lagi sa lesson number 1, which is about internet protocols. Okay, so from this module or from this lesson, you will learn the functions of internet protocols by which data is sent from one computer to another on the internet. So, ayan, yan yung what I know na nasa assessment tab siya, no, ng e-learning, multiple choice siya. 1 to 10. Okay, so let's define protocol. So, yan, protocol is a set of rules. Kagaya na lang ng sulat, no? Yan, sulat, you know. Yan, a letter is sent through the post office, no, which uses protocols. Okay, part of protocols specify where on the envelope the delivery address needs to be written para maipadala yung sulat, 'di ba? If the delivery address is written in the wrong place, well, of course, the letter won't be delivered to the right person. No, Internet protocol works in the same way because Internet protocols are set of rules governing communication within and between computers on a network. So parang ganyan lang din yan. Hindi mo matatanggap yung piniem sa'yo, no? Kung hindi maayos yung address, ganon. So yan, protocol specifications define the format of the messages to be exchanged. So kasama na rin dyan, anong file ba yan? Picture ba, video, voice message, or text? Okay, timing is also crucial in the network operation because protocol requires messages to arrive within a certain period of time. Okay, para hindi rin matagal at hindi malast ang messages. Therefore, meron niyang suites, no? Suite of other protocols stacked in layers. Kung saan yun yung mga layers na ito, sila ang nag-ooperate, no, para mag-function ng maayos ang pag-transmit ng data. Okay? So to understand more about this, the following are the commonly used protocols sa paggamit para mag-browse ng web, send and receive ng email, transfer data, mga ganyan. So these are the common protocols in the IT world. TCP/IP, that's the first one. It means Transmission Control Protocol. Kailangan nyo lang kabisaduhin syempre the name and the meaning. So the most dominant, yan, 'di ba dominant na most pa. Yan, dominant standard for internet working. Okay, set of public standards that specifies how packets of information are exchanged. Siya ang nasa tuktok, TCP/IP. Okay, IPX/SPX, the Internetwork Packet Exchange Sequence Packet Exchange, developed by Novell Corporation para sa kanilang netware. So ginagamit nila to sa networks nila. NetBIOS Extended User Interface, protocol used on a small Windows NT network. So, mga small peer-to-peer networks lang to. AppleTalk, ayan, from the word Apple, syempre Mac. No? Network Macintosh computers ang gumagamit niyan. Yan yung kanilang local. Local talk is their Apple LAN physical topology. Okay? Apple computers. HTTP, Hypertext Transfer Protocol, it governs how files like text, graphics, sounds, video are exchanged on the World Wide Web. Okay, so yan, HTTP, di ba yung mga websites, nag-start siya lagi sa HTTP, mga ganyan. FTP, File Transfer Protocol, provides services for file transfer and manipulation to remote file systems. Okay. SSH, Secure Shell, use security to connect to a remote computer. Yan, Telnet, used to connect to a remote computer that lacks security. POP3 at IMAP, pareho lang to, itong dalawang to. POP3 is Post Office Protocol, download email from remote mail server. Yung IMAP naman, Internet Message Access Protocol, download email from a remote mail server din siya. At ang last ay, ito, napunta dyan, SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol, send email to a remote email server. Okay, so yan. Punta tayo dito sa what's more. IP address. IP address is a number that is used to identify devices on network. Ano ba yung mga devices na yun? Lahat. Lahat ng networking devices, including the hubs, the switches, the routers, o lahat na rin ng devices na nagko-connect sa network. Cellphones, tablet, mga smart things. So, ang IP address ay napaka-importante kasi ito yung pangalan. No? Nandito yung pangalan. Kung, parang ano yan? Parang person's name and fingerprints na hindi mababago. Okay? Kasi ang pangalan mo ay sa'yo lang hanggang sa mamatay ka. Ganun din ang fingerprint mo. It's very unique. So, the IP address is unique. And it consists of 32 binary bits consisting of 1 and zeros. Group into 4 8-bit bytes. So, group into 4 siya. 4 groups ang isang IP address. It's called octets, separated by a decimal point. And looks like this. Ayan, ganyan. Yan yung 4 na yan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yan yung group of 4, separated by decimal point. Pag binasa yan, it's 192.168.1.5. Okay, ganun ang the way you read it. The IP address is hierarchical and is composed of 2 parts. What are those parts? The first part is the network, identifies the network. The second part identifies the host. So, ano yun? Actually, sa 2 parts yan, nahati sa 2 parts. Ito, yung first 2 octets, siya yung mag-identify sa network. I stand to be corrected dito. Yung best na first 3, first 2 yan. Tapos yung last two octets, ayan, last two, identifies the host. Okay? So, yon. Tatandaan nyo yung mga yan. Okay? Kung anong first two ba o last two. Okay? Tandaan, ang first two octets sa network siya, ang last two octets sa host. Okay? Now, let's move on to the 5 classes of IP addresses ito. Okay, 5 classes. Kasi may mga classes ng IP addresses depending on their IP address and subnet mask. Okay, ano mga classes nyon? Class A, B, C, D, and E. Ano lang ang nagagamit? Ito lang. Class A, B, at C. Kasi ang class D at E for special purposes to. Mga researches. Okay, so class A is for large networks by large companies and countries. Class B, medium-sized networks implemented by universities. Class C, small networks, ISPs for consumer subscription. Ayun sa mga bahay. Okay, Class D for multicasting. Class E for experimental testing. Subnet mask. It is a network portion of the IP address. Represented then by a dotted decimal number. So, ito ang subnet mask ng per class. No, kung ano yung appropriate na subnet class niya. Pag class A, 255.0.0.0 kasi first octet lang ang may laman. Yan, that's the network portion. Para sa class A lang yan. Okay? Yan ang subnet mask ng class A. O, para sa class B, first 2 octets na. 2.5.2.5.0.0. Kasi first 2 octets ang kanyang network portion. Class C naman, tatlo. First 3 octets, 255.255.255.0. Okay? So, ayan yan. Yung table na to, it shows lang kung ilang octets ang kinakailangan doon sa classes na yon. So, ayan. Kaya nga, ang class A ay yan. First octet lang siya. So, 255.0.0.0. Yun ang subnet mask ng class A. Pag class B naman, first 2 octets, 255.255.0.0. Pag class C, 255.255.255.0. Okay, so ganun. Yun. Class D at Class E, wala silang subnet mask. Okay? IP config. Saan nga ba siya ginagamit? Used to find out the IP address of a certain network you are connected to. Paano gamitin? How to use it? Click the start button from your keyboard. From your screen pala. Yan. And then type CMD. Yan, CMD. You will see this screen, black and white. Tapos may type ka dyan. You will type the word IP config. Ito, IP config. And then press enter. From there, it will show the IP address, the subnet mask, and the default gateway. So, ayan. Itong bandang nasa baba. Yan. Okay? So, how do you assign a static IP address? Okay, let's say, parang mali ito. Gusto ko siyang ayusin. I-reassign ko siya. O, ganito na yan. Assigning a static IP address. Pwedeng ka namang mag-static IP address kapag home network lang siya. Iilang computers lang o devices ang nakakonect. Small network lang kasi. Okay? So, paano? Go to the control panel. Under ng network connections icon. Ayan. Click properties. Right-click and then select properties. Ganun. Tapos, select mo itong Internet Protocol version 4. TCP/IP 4. Yan. Then, click mo yung properties niya. Yon. Tapos, type mo na yung IP address dito. Ayan. May dalawang option kasi dyan. Obtain o use the following. Pag use the following, yan yung static. Okay? Kasi magta-type ka dito. Tatype mo yan. Actually, tatype mo lang dyan IP address. Itong subnet mask, pagka-click mo dyan, diretso na yan. May mag-a-appear na yan. Tapos, tatype mo rin default gateway. Ganon. May option din, pwede mo rin ilagay yung preferred DNS. Okay? So, yan. Ganyan yung static IP address. Ikaw mismo nagtatype. Static. Ina-assignan mo ng IP address yung device. Okay? So, ayan. Then, click OK and then yun na. Paano naman ang dynamic IP address? Sa dynamic IP address, ito siya. Balik lang ako dito. Ito yan yung obtain. Pag kinlik mo yung obtain, dynamic yun. Ibig sabihin, dynamic, bahala na si internet mag-apply kung anong IP address ang ilalagay niya, kung anong subnet mask, kung anong default gateway. Ganun po yun. Kasi si dynamic, automatically assigns IP address. Ganun po ang dynamic. Okay? Siyempre, ang ginagamit niya na protocol ay walang iba kundi DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, the utility used to dynamically assign IP address to a network devices. Ayun. So, ano yung pinaprovide niya? Siya na mismo nag-a-assign ng IP address, subnet mask, gateway, pati DNS server. Okay. Ito, maganda to gamitin si Dynamic kapag marami na. Sobrang dami ng connected devices. Okay. Okay. Now, ping. Ping is used with the command prompt to test the ability of the source computer to reach a specified destination computer. Para malaman kung may connection sila. May mga syntax yan. Pwede mong dugtungan na ping-t, ganyan. O ping-a, yan yung mga syntax. Okay, so ito, using ping, go to the start button, ayan, start button ulit, tapos CMD, then type ping, followed by the IP address. Ito. Pero dito, ang ginawa niya, ping followed by the website name, pwede yan. Okay, www.google.com. Pagka-enter mo dyan, ilalabas niya to. Ano ang information na ibibigay sa'yo ng ping? Well, it gives you the network address. So, kita nyo, ito pala ang network address. Ang IP address ng Google. Yan pala, no? Tapos, the time, round trip response time. So, itong time. Kung gaano ka bilis naka-establish ng connection papunta sa Google. TTL, time to leave. Okay? So, routing hop count. Tells about the route. Dun lang siya sa route 50. Okay, dumaan. Okay? So, ayan. Yan. And, eto na. Sasagutan nyo pangalawang activity, what I have learned. Okay, pinakita ko na yan. Naka-Google Docs yan. Pati what I can do. Okay? So, ganon. Okay, let me just clarify dito sa what I can do. Ma'am, anong klase? Alam na namin na ang classes ay may A, B, at C. Tapos ang subnet mask merong 255.0.0.0 ito sa A. Sa B naman 255.255.0.0 at sa C naman po ay 255.255.0.0. Ngayon, paano po yung IP address? Paano ba namin malalaman yon? O ganito yan. Kasi wait, may papakita ako na link. IP address with subnet mask and gateway talaga class. Okay, so ito. Pakita lang ako ng not this but this. Ito, yan. This is the right one. IP addresses, classes, and default subnet mask. Okay, so ito po yan. Kung makikita nyo, starting from 0 to 0.0.0. Lakihan ko nga to. Pwede ba ito malakihan? Ay, nag-screenshot lang talaga ako. No? De, joke lang. Okay. So, 0.0.0 to 127.255.255.255. Yan yung lahat ng IP address na under sa class A. Ayun. So, in between. Okay, in between. So, ayan. Class B, ano-ano yun? 128.0.0.0 to 191.155.255.255. So, in between. Tapos, class C, ganyan. 192.0.0.0 to 223.255.255.255. Okay, so ganyan. So, kapag in-accomplish nyo, itong what I have, nasa na yun? Ito, what I have learned. The IP addresses na gusto kong valid, ay i-pattern nyo na lang dito. Okay, nasa na ba yun? Pattern nyo dyan. Halimbawa, ang gusto nyo, type A din. O, gaya-gaya kayo dun sa sample, type A. So, in between the 0.0.0 hanggang 127.255.255.255. Pili kayo ng number. Paano? O, let's say, gusto nyong gawin yung ito. Sige, since type A yan, 1.1.1.1. Bakit? Kasi in between naman siya. In between naman siya nito di ba? Yan yung class A, 'di ba? So ganun 'yon. Or if gusto nyo, baguhin nyo, gawin yung 120 dot ano ba yun nandun sa sample. Screenshot nyo na lang to. 120 255 lahat dulo. .128.6.3. Yan, sakop pa rin siya, 'di ba? So, class A pa rin 'yan. O, 'di ba? So, ganun kayo maglagay ng IP address. Okay? Dito nyo siya i-pattern. Dito. Okay, so ganyan. Okay? Okay, up next. Sige, up next naman tayo. Assessment. Yan. Itong part 1 naman na to ay ginawa ko tong multiple choice. Yan. Sagutan na lang. Hindi nyo nasasagutan itong part 2. Okay, so that's it. That's it for the lesson 1. Siyempre, huwag kalimutang maglagay ng information sa individual learning monitoring sheet. Okay, ganun pa rin naman. Name, grade and section advisor, module. Ano module na? Module 3, lesson 1, diba? Monitoring date, kailan natapos. Learner status, ano yung status. Then, huwag kalimutan ang i-signature ng parent or guardian over his or her printed name. Okay, nandun naman yan sa Google Classroom. Eto. Okay, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much. I do hope na intindihan nyo at nakatulong itong video lesson ito para maintindihan nyo at ma-accomplish nyo ang mga activities under the Module 3 Lesson 1. Have a great day, everyone. Bye!